Hello, and welcome to the Cryptocurrency News Channel. Today we're going to discuss a question that I always get asked, like, how much of a certain coin should I actually hold? And the way that people look at it is, how much do I need to become a millionaire in the next bull run? That is actually like the wrong type of question to ask, because how much you need really depends on how much the market is actually going to go up overall. A lot of these smaller coins completely depend on how much the market is actually going to go up, and that's how much they're going to go up. Generally, like the smaller market cap coin you have, the bigger multiplier that you'll actually get. If you have like a lot in the top three coins, you're probably not going to make $1 million off like 20, 30,000, because it's unlikely that those coins will shoot up as much as 30, 40x during a bull run. But how much of a certain coin do you need? The question in context should be, how much of my actual investment should be in each specific coin? That's actually what you should ask, because how much you have in each specific coin is going to depend on how much total you have invested in crypto. Once again, you should not have 100% of your money or wealth invested in crypto. That is way, way too much. You should probably have like 20, 25% in crypto. If you're young, if you're older, probably even less. It really depends on your risk factor. You should have your retirement accounts and everything set up, and you should have some extra savings just for definitely for emergencies as well. Because crypto investment, you need to kind of look at it. It's very volatile, and you have to look at it in a long-term range. Like if you can only afford to invest for 6 months, you should probably not be in crypto, because crypto is so volatile that if you need the money in 6 months, you could be easily pulling out at a significant loss. You need at least several years of timeline for crypto to actually ensure somewhat of a profit. Probably at least 3 or 4 years, because that's generally how long a cycle actually is. So we're going to use $10,000 as our base number. Let's just say you have $10,000 in crypto. Obviously, if you have more or less, you can adjust this number and what kind of percentages you should actually have. I don't think you should ever have more than 40% of your crypto investment in any one crypto. So that means for $10,000, you should never have over $4,000 in any specific crypto. I think if you have over $4,000 out of 10,000, you are just leveraging. You are not really leveraging. I mean, you are not leveraging, but you are too deeply invested in one crypto, and you're not diversified enough. So it really depends on how many cryptos you actually invest in. For like starters, I would suggest around 6 cryptos to actually invest in, because that gives you a well diversified range. And that should include some combination of established cryptos and some combination of like long shot, smaller cryptos. So like, let's just say like for the sake of this piece, we're going to actually invest in 6 cryptos. The 6 cryptos would be VET, ETH, XTZ, Link, KNC, and BAT. It doesn't have to be those 6. I'm just using those as examples. Those aren't actually the 6 that I've invested in myself. I have many. I do have a portfolio of several of the 6, but I don't own all of them. So if you have those 6 cryptos and you want to weight them, a good way to weight it is basically the largest holding you have should be about 30%. The second largest should be 20%, and then the next two should be 15%, and then the last two should be 10%. You have 30, 20, 15, 15, 10, 10. The way like I just wrote this as an example is VET would be $3,000, ETH would be $2,000, XTZ and Link would be $1,500 each, and then KNC and BAT would be $1,000 each. And that actually makes $10,000, and that gives you a well diversified portfolio, and that also gives you the ability to jump around. If you see XTZ suddenly 2xing, you can sell that XTZ and then maybe buy a new coin like ICX with the money that you sold the XTZ for, or you could reallocate it into the other cryptos that you've invested in that haven't actually mooned, because there's much more of a chance that one of your six cryptos will spike than that one crypto that you invest in. Like if you invested all in on ETH, for example, it's much more likely that one of these 6 cryptos that you invested in will spike rather than ETH. It has to be ETH that spikes. Same thing for VET and any of the other 6. So if you actually have 6 cryptos, you can always take the one that spikes and reallocate it into the other cryptos, or buy another crypto that you see is up and coming. I think like if you're starting crypto, you should at least be in 3 or 4. And if you're in 3, I would just allocate probably 33% to each. If you're in 4, I might allocate 25% to each. If you're in 5, 20% to each. Or like, adjust it around. But if you're in 4 or 5, don't put more than 35 to 40% in any one crypto. And if you're using $10,000, I think $3,500 is probably the max you should actually have in any one of those coins, if you're actually in 5 or more cryptos. Don't waste something like 90% in one coin and then 10% in the rest of everything else, because that 10% is going to be insignificant and you're betting way too heavily on the 90%. That's when you become a fanboy, and fanboyism is dumb in crypto. Fanboyism is dumb in any kind of investing. That's for idiots. You actually want to diversify yourself to where you can actually make money on one of several coins, and you can reallocate if one of those coins actually spikes up. So you can actually reallocate into the other coins that haven't spiked, because generally coins that haven't spiked are more likely to spike next time. Now, once again, you don't have to invest in the 6 cryptos I just mentioned. You can invest in some of the 6, none of the 6, or all of 6. It doesn't really matter. I'm just using it as an example, and these are coins that I've been keeping track of a lot lately, so that's why I use them. Once again, I don't actually have all of the 6. I think I have 3 of the 6. I'm working on the other stuff. I myself am invested about 6 or 7 cryptos, and my portfolio allocation is somewhat close to what I actually just described. I'm probably a little bit top heavy in the top 2 cryptos I've invested, but I do have significant portions of more cryptocurrencies. So that's the news for today. That's the breakdown for today of how much you should have in each crypto. It's definitely by percentage. It's not by like how much you have. And no, you should not borrow or loan money to actually buy crypto. You should not you should not like take out like a $10,000 loan on high interest or even mid interest to buy crypto. You only buy what you can afford. Don't take out a giant loan to buy crypto, because it could be a couple of years before you make profit and you're paying interest all the way. So only buy what you can afford. Buy what you can afford with the money you have, and don't put all your money in crypto. Put some of it in crypto, but not all of it. You still want more money in some of those stable assets and emergency funds. But if you're investing in crypto, you want to be well diversified. Like I said, the breakdown, once again, for if you're in 6 cryptos, 30, 20, 15, 15, 10, 10. That is probably like that is more of an ideal breakdown, and that gives you enough out of each of those cryptos to actually make a lot if any of them spike. So that is the news for today. Let me know what you think, like and subscribe, and hit that bell notifications button. Thank you, and have a nice day.